I wanna have breakfast. School children having breakfast. Starting off today's day with some local breakfast, that is ghee roast dosa and paddu, and the boys enjoying the breakfast. So for day 2 of sightseeing in Hampi, we hired an auto for the entire day. So he'll be taking us around all the places. This person was arranged by the owner of our homestay. So now we are at the Kodada Rama Temple area, like the spot which we were yesterday. So we came here to do the carousel ride. Just look at this space. It's just between the huge boulders. You just have to walk through it, and there you go. That is the view. That is a shivling over there. And there's one over here. One over here. Now we go to the ride. So that's the carousel ride. Look how pleasant and how beautiful the view is. It's better to come in the morning or in the evening time, otherwise it gets really hot. Now there are two types of packages in this carousel ride. Either you can take the 30-minute ride or the 1-hour ride, and the charges obviously do differ. We went for the 30-minute ride. So let's see how this turns out. The black mark which you can see on these huge boulders is actually caused by the water. So during monsoon season, the water level rises up till that mark. So just imagine how the situation would be over here during the monsoon season. And that's the place from where we came in. That's the Kodada Rama Temple. We visited this place yesterday. I've showed it in the first part of Hampi. If you have not yet checked it out, I'll drop the link in the description box below so that you can go and see what we did in part 1. So this place which you are seeing on your screen is actually the place where the Muni Rishis used to come and do the tapas or the meditation. So the pillared structure which you can see right behind these boulders is an important part in Ramayana. After Sita Haran was done, when Ma Sita was taken away by Ravan, so this is the exact spot where Sri Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman and Sugriv meet to make further plans as to how to bring back Ma Sita. So what you can see over here is exactly that spot. Right opposite to this place, you can spot a Nandi. Going in. Done with the fun. Now let's move to the next location. We are now at the Krishna Temple, and this is how the entrance looks like. So this place is under renovation right now. So you can see all this construction work going on. And now let's get in. So the Krishna Temple was built by Krishna Devaraya in 1513 AD to celebrate the conquest of Udayagiri, which is now the present day. We call it as the Odisha state. So the main idol installed in this temple was of Balkrishna or Gopal. So this idol is now displayed in the State Museum at Chennai. So this Krishna Temple is one of the must-see sites in Hampi. You will find impressive carvings on the pillars and the entrances to the temple. You can see the carvings of the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu in this temple. Spot number 2. We are in front of the biggest statue of Narasimha in Hampi. So this magnificent monolithic Lakshmi Narasimha is the fourth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. It is one of the finest examples of the Vijayanagara sculpture. You can see that Narasimha is seated on the giant coils of the sacred guardian snake of Vishnu. We can see the seven hoods. The face has been damaged, which often misled people into believing that it was Ugra Narasimha or Anger Narasimha. So there used to be Ma Lakshmi on his left lap, which is also missing here. So right next to Lakshmi Narasimha there is this Badavilinga temple. So here you can see a large Shivalinga which stands on a body of water. It is also a monolithic which is carved out of a single rock. The Shivling is constructed in such a way that it has no ceiling and the whole chamber becomes flooded with light. Hampi actually has many temples and many spots which our autowala made sure that we are not missing on any spot. So he took us to every single spot, but it's actually not possible to cover everything in the video, otherwise it would become like a really long one. But the one common thing in all the temples is the intricate design and the style of architecture. Every temple is different and the architecture is equally beautiful. So yeah, sharing the little bit glimpses before we proceed to the next bigger location.
At the underground Shiva temple.
We are now at the underground temple, also known as the Prasanna Virupaksha temple. So it is dedicated to Lord Shiva as the name suggests. So this temple remained buried for over 400 years before it was discovered in the 1980s. This temple is basically a few meters below the ground level. It is constructed in such a way that the roof of the temple is at par with the present ground level. So from there the name comes like underground temple. So this temple remains submerged under this stagnant water which you can see in the video throughout the year. It is said that this is the water of the sacred Tungabhadra river, and during monsoon this the water level even rises and it is closed for visitors. Though you cannot find the Shivling over here, but you can still see the Nandi which is located right in front of Shivling. So that is Nandi.
Number, I lost the count. We are going towards Lotus Mahal, Elephant Stable and Ranga Temple. There is a ticket for this. This is the basement of the Queen's Palace. Kiddos on the trip. And this must be the entrance. Queen's basement. Let's go. It's the Queen's basement, and now we are headed towards the Queen's Mahal, Lotus Mahal. There it is.
This glorious building is within the Zenana enclosure. As you saw that we had to take a ticket to get into this. Basically this is a huge segregated area that is used by the royal women of Vijayanagara dynasty. It is one of the fine architectural design places that are uniquely identified by its lotus look-like structure. This is a famous photo spot for all the tourists or all the visitors. So it is one of only a few handful astonishing buildings in Hampi that had not been damaged or destroyed when there was an attack on this city. The Lotus Mahal actually the architecture is both a mix of Islamic and Indian, a mix of both the styles. This is the elephant stable, an impressive structure that was used to provide shelter for the royal elephants of the Vijayanagara Empire. It is a long building with 11 huge domed chambers. Each chamber is large enough to accommodate 2 elephants at a time, and these chambers are interconnected with this large arched openings. The next spot of the day is at the Hazara Rama Temple, a pretty famous temple in Hampi. This is basically dedicated to Lord Rama as the name suggests, so let's get in. This Hazara Rama temple was once a private temple of the kings and the royal family of the Vijayanagara. The walls of the temple carry the story of Ramayana, and you can see that everything is beautifully carved on the pillars of this temple.
All of these are stories of love, kush. It's massive. Again, a bunch of school children.
Just look at the work on this granite stone. How beautiful it is. It's time to have some lunch, and we are headed towards a place where we can have the local food. So let's see how it turns out to be. Time. So that is jowar roti, there is cauliflower, aloo fry, dal, pickle, papad and curd.
Now we are at the archaeological museum.
That's the entry. So this archaeological museum preserves all the relics and the artifacts related to the Vijayanagara Empire and its ruins. Carrying a mobile phone inside was not allowed, and clicking pictures and videos was not at all allowed. So this is the outside view.
We are going into Queen's Bath.
So the Queen's Bath is constructed by Achyutaraya for the women of the royal family of the Vijayanagara dynasty. It is built in the Indo-Islamic style of architecture, and this bath actually is named as Queen's Bath, but it was used as a private bathing chamber for the king and his queens. So you can see that there is a large sunken bath surrounded by beautiful arched corridors, and there are balconies with windows, and there is no ceiling over the bath. Also, it is an open to the sky kind of a bathing setup. Now we are entering into the royal enclosure. So this was the place where the kings used to sit on a raised platform and look at all the performances and all the celebrations that used to happen from there, and this used to be the ground where all the people used to assemble. So right in front of you is the Mahanavami Dibba. It is the most remarkable building within the royal enclosure, and it is a platform for the celebration of festivals. It has beautiful carvings of the royal animals, soldiers, battles and state festival.
Is the view.
So there is this background steps at the back of this platform, and from this place the kings used to come up and go down. So right beside the Mahanavami Dibba is this stepwell, which is also called as the Pushkarni, used by the royal family. Nowadays we have pipes, but back then this was the system to get the water flowing from the rivers into the Pushkarni. How creative was that?
Akraman by the kiddos. Vanar Sena.
God. Headed towards the last spot of the day and the most important one, that is Vitala Temple.
One-way ticket, two-way ticket.
and then you go in this. So from the gate to the main Vitala temple, it is a 1 kilometer long stretch. So we took this electric ride, and there are many spots in this 1 kilometer stretch which are being explained to us by our guide. The Vitala Temple is the highlight of this beautiful town. Well known for its architecture and craftsmanship, the Vitala Temple is one of the largest and the most famous monuments in Hampi. So let's get in and see.
45 meter street, 40
This is the entrance of the temple, and there are many stories surrounding it. Please take a guide to understand more about this place. So this temple is dedicated to Lord Vishnu, and it is the grandest of all the temples you will find over here.
Used to be the kitchen, and there that was the dining.
It is mind-blowing to see all the creativeness and architectural excellence over here. You will find even 2D 6D images, which is really excellent. And this in front of you is the stone chariot, which is considered as the prime showpiece of this beautiful complex. So yes, whenever you come here, please do take a guide to understand more about this place. You will be astonished to find the facts and how beautiful the history was. That's it for day 2 in Hampi. We enjoyed our day. Now we are headed back towards our homestay. But before that, we did stop by a bit and enjoyed this beautiful sunset. Hope you all liked this video. If so, please do not forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in my next video. Until then, take care. Tata.